or like any 3D movie recently? No one? Just two people? Okay, that's good. Are you guys familiar with the concept of the 3D HDTV? Like all of a sudden, like we were watching this just normal standard digital television, and all of a sudden comes HDTV, and then comes a 3D HDTV. Like where are the things coming from? How many of you have a Blu-ray disc on your laptop? No one? Okay. New technology of new laptops might have the Blu-ray disc. With the 3D HDTV and the HDTV, another technology comes in, that's MPEG-4, okay, H.264. It's a standard which is used in the Blu-ray discs. My point is, like in early 2000s, in early 90s, we were not even imagining that we will be seeing the TV like what we can see with eyes, or the 3D technology. And all of a sudden it comes introduced in 2009, 2010, we have seen the FIFA World Cup in the 3D TV, and then it kicks on. So that's a bit of background, like from where I'll start related to my presentation. Where do the things come from? Satellites use the DVB-S standard before, and then from past decade, they used DVB-S2, okay? And DVB-S2 having more 30% more efficiency than DVB-S because of they are using the optic coding modulation. The thing which, like for example, if you've got a satellite and you've got two Earth stations, one in UK, one in China, and you've got raining here, you've got sunny weather there. So for the ACM, it's like it uses different modulation schemes to have like different results, and so that it can have maximum efficiency. So, like related to the project, what I'm trying to say is, there's one satellite. Just imagine a scenario where you've got one satellite and one Earth station which is transmitting, and then the other station which is receiving. There's this forward link from this Earth station to the satellite, and there's another link that is called the return link from the satellite to the Earth station. Problem usually comes here when like you've got not enough signal power, because obviously if you have like SNR estimation, like you know what is the, like you know the algorithms that can estimate the SNR, because obviously nowadays every algorithm requires an SNR estimation. Without SNR estimation, you are not sure what signal power you're sending, what is the noise power, and what should be the thing which can give you the maximum efficiency. Now, as I've told you, the SNR estimation becomes an important thing. Now we've got some important techniques for estimating the SNR, that are the data-edit estimators, that basically use the receiver knows the transmission sequence what the sender is sending. But the problem here comes that the capacity of the system becomes limited. So there comes another technique that's called the non-data-edit estimators, in which you've got the receiver doesn't know what's been coming to it. So now we've got these two techniques, data edit and non-data edit techniques, just for estimating the return link and the reverse link SNR, so that we can have the maximum efficiency. This project is like the channel estimation techniques for the nonlinear channels. Obviously, on the links you've got the nonlinear channels, you've got AWG noise, you've got the nonlinearity because of saturation and other things. So now in the realistic world, where you have to see all the things, including, then you've got channel estimation for that, and that's a bit tough. It's a bit different to the mobile estimation, because you've got the different mobile satellites, and in that you've got the slow fading and the fast fading at the same time. But in the fixed satellites, like in my project, you've got only the slow fading part, so it's not that complex as related to the mobile fading part. So the objective of the project is, like the data edit estimators, they rely on the pilot symbols. DVB-S2 technology has this pilot symbols transmission sequence which it chooses, and the data edit estimators rely on that. But they are basically applied in the QPSK and the HPSK nowadays. This project is proposed by the European Space Agency, and they say that like at higher modulation schemes like 16 APSK and the 32 APSK, which is different from CAM because like it's in the standard of the DVB-S2. They said that at higher modulation schemes, the data edit estimators have some shortcomings, and you have to access them. So why they have some shortcomings and why we need to assess them, it's like a bit complex, but the thing is like the data, the information bearing portion of the signal. The signal has an information bearing part, which gives you the information. Okay, it is basically
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Okay. The information bearing portion may be PSK or APSK modulated. So we are using QPSK and 8PSK. For PSK, we can say because the QPSK has a stair-like this structure, but for the APSK, we've got a stair-like structure. We can estimate for one thing, but we cannot estimate for the other part because of the non-linearity. Things are changing. So what we are going to do is we are going to access the modulation schemes for the high modulation. We're going to access the schemes for the high modulation schemes, and then we're going to see that if data-rate estimators are more reliable or the non-data-rate estimators are more reliable. So that's more about it, and we'll be using MATLAB as a simulator tool. We'll be building all these modulation schemes, and we'll be adding the nonlinearity. Then we'll be adding the estimators in there, and then we'll be checking the performance in there, like what's the performance, and then we'll use that for the NDA schemes, and then we'll compare. And if possible, we'll have this on one paper, the advantages of using DAs for the high modulation schemes and NDAs for high modulation schemes. It's not been done before. So yeah, that's more about it.
Hey guys, questions?
How is the non-linearity introduced into your simulator?
Non-linearity, basically in the CCSR department, they are working on the non-linearity of the satellite channels.
Okay.
So they are simulating what, like after introducing non-linearity, what are the problems that come in. But it doesn't come for the modulation correlation, like high modulation schemes. So what will happen is, with the integration with them, that the work on the non-linearity model, what they have done, they'll give that to me, and I will introduce into my modulation scheme 60 and 32 PSK, and then for the QPSK, for example, this is a curve. After introducing non-linearity, what will happen? It might go like this, it might go like this. Yeah. So this is what I'm going to see.
Right. Anything else? Everyone is happy?
Everyone is sleeping.
Okay. Okay. If no questions, we thank the speaker.